Hey guys, Sarah here, and today we're going to use two programs, Affinity Designer and Adobe Photoshop, to make this awesome 2021 poster. So to start, and hopefully you do have both Affinity Designer and Photoshop. Otherwise, if you don't, you can actually do this in Adobe Illustrator, but the isometric tools you'll have to set those up yourself. Whereas in Affinity Designer, they're pretty much already there for you. So I'll show you how to do this in Designer, and maybe at some other point I'll show you how to do it in Illustrator as well. But today I am using the tools specifically in Affinity Designer to get a fancy isometric 2020. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually just draw 2021. Did I say 2020? I meant 2021. Sorry, it's early. It's very early. There we go. So I've got 2021. And now I just need to I need to find the correct typeface. Now there's a lot of typefaces that would actually look really good with this, but I think the one that I want to use, where is it? Is it this one? Yes, okay. I really like this font or typeface or whatever you want to call it. Let's go make it huge. Maybe bigger, but actually I think we are gonna split because that seems to work better on a vertical poster, logically. And then I need to bring up my character palette here and just, where's my letting? I'm always terrible in Affinity Designer with my character palette. I'm not used to these icons. I'm never quite as good at knowing what the icons are. Whereas in Adobe, I just know. Here we go. Okay, so we adjusted the letting, and maybe we'll do the kerning a little bit. Maybe I will just duplicate this over here, just pressing Alt and clicking and dragging it. And then I will adjust the kerning. Which is kerning? You're kerning. Good. Yes, okay. So it's a bit tighter in there. So now I am actually going to go back into the isometric panel, and it's currently selected on the front, and I'm going to go fit to plane, and then it automatically shows up on the front plane, which is awesome. Or I can have it on the side plane and it would automatically do that, or the top and fit, but I kind of like the front one best, so we'll just Control Z to get that back. All right, so we now have it on the front plane. So I'm going to keep this actually really, really simple and not get too crazy with it, because I'm not actually going to do anything that's super complex. Basically, I'm just going to give it some color. Actually, maybe I'll zoom out first, make it enormous, and figure out what colors I want to use first. So let's go with a blue. Blues and blues. What else? All right, next I think I will bring this below. So I just went Control Shift and the bracket, the square bracket key, or just right click and then go Arrange, move to back. So the back shape, where's the back shape? That's the front shape. No, that's the back shape. This is very confusing. I need magenta. And let's put it about right there. I just want to have it so it looks kind of like a shadow of the shape. And then I'm going to copy and paste that again, and then go Arrange, move to back. And I'm going to give it a yellow color. That's very bright. Yes, it is. Now, maybe I need to have them just a bit farther apart, like that. And like that. I'm actually pressing Shift here so I can move them along the isometric grid, which is actually really nice. When you're not wanting it to do that and you just want it to go straight across, it won't. But when you work with it and let it move along the grid that you currently have assigned, then it works. And let's see, are we exact? I have to see if we are exact. It looks pretty exact. It's not on the grid lines, but as long as none of them are and it matches, then I think we're good. So are they about the same distance apart? How do I can't select the yellow. Give me the yellow. There we go. Okay. So let's just make sure that looks about the same. Right there. Is that looks about the same. It's hard to tell when there's so much contrast between those two colors. All right, so 2021. Good, I didn't write 2020. It's a miracle. And then I might just give it a bit of a stroke here with I think 1 point. That's weak. How about 2? That is slightly better. And we'll bring that in. And that's very low. Maybe 3. Maybe I'll just adjust it like this. 3.2. How about 4? Maybe 3. 3 works. Okay. Yeah, okay. And I think that might be ready to go. I think. But maybe I'll just... Oh no. Oh no. And copy. Just so I have it copied. So I can see. Should I bring that out? That's not bad either, to be honest. I kind of like both of them. So maybe I will try both of those. And now that I actually have this all done, this is all I actually wanted to do in Affinity Designer. So now I'm actually going to go bring it into Photoshop. So if you know how to get, basically if you can get everything on the right isometric angle in Adobe Illustrator, you can easily do exactly this. So you can use Illustrator as well, but I am using Affinity Designer because I love it and it's wonderful. And which one should I grab first? Maybe I'll grab this one first and then we'll go into Photoshop. All right, so we are here in Photoshop and I've got my poster template all set up, although the number is wrong. So I'm gonna fix that before I completely forget. 75. And then I'm just going to paste. And I really like how easily it pastes from Affinity Designer. You know, considering they are completely different programs, not even by the same publishing company, the fact that it just pastes so beautifully is awesome. And it just reads it so well. Okay, and now I think I'm gonna get the other one as well. And paste. And let's see, bring that up so it's roughly the same size. Roughly. Oh, I'm pressing Shift, my bad. Okay, there we go. That's about the same. All right, now they are very, very similar, so I'm not sure, but what I actually want to do here is extrude them with the 3D features of Photoshop, and that is primarily why I'm not also using Affinity Photo with Affinity Designer, because Affinity Photo does not have the really awesome 3D tools that Photoshop has. So, what should I do first? I am actually going to duplicate these before I destroy them. Yes. Come back. Where are we? Where they are 2 together. Okay. Yeah, let's start with that one. Then we'll rasterize that one and we'll rasterize that one. And then I've got the unrasterized versions here just in case I realize what I've done. Destroys everything. So we'll start with that. And we're going to 3D it. I mean, obviously this is kind of a nice poster already, but we're going to make it fancy. So, no, not in filter. We want 3D. And then I'm going to go new mesh from layer, depth map to plane, and then wait for that to open. And it's apparently going to take a while. Wow, okay, that took way too long. And then I need to open 3D and properties. And under properties, I'm going to go into the presets and just hit unlit texture, because that'll be a lot easier on my computer. My computer can't handle a non-unlit texture. It just can't do it. It's not that strong. See right now, even just unlit texture, it can't handle it. Will it crash? It might crash. Hello. There we go. Okay, so we can just turn that off. And now you can see what we've got going on is some pretty cool stuff. Ooh, so beautiful. Look at that. All right, now we have to pick the angle that we want. And ideally, I would really still like 2021 to be visible, or I should say readable. Because, I mean, we can make it look great and have something like that, but you're not going to be able to read the year. And the whole purpose of having a 2021 poster is that you can read the year, right? Maybe. I'm not sure. So maybe something like that. I love all this texture information down here, or at the back of the shape. So we'll try that. And then I'm going to make it significantly bigger with, I needed properties, didn't I? Why did I close that? because I'm stupid. Okay, focus. View, let's change that to the FOV change to 90. Nay, 100. Yay. Okay, we're gonna do 100 for that. And maybe I'll move that up. So I'm just gonna click on that. Click. I clicked it. And now I'm just gonna move on the Y-axis a little bit. And then decide if I want to do anything else with that. Let's go back to, no, I want it scene. Scene, scene. And then I can move it again. Now that it's the right size I want, I can decide if I want to do anything else. Or is that pretty good? I wonder if there's a way you can actually make it deeper. I feel like you should be able to. Because it'd be nice if this thing like kind of took up really far. Let's see what this does. Distance. 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 Nothing then. So it does nothing. Depth. Oh, what have I done? Oh no, I've made it blurry. Well, that's terrible. Okay, goodbye. Bye. What was that at before? I hope it was at 0. Yes, I think it was at 0. Okay, so that did nothing. And that's doing nothing as well. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so I can't make this any deeper. I can't extrude it anymore unless I can, and I just don't know how to do it, which is honestly, it's very likely. I haven't been using the Photoshop 3D things for that long. So I think, without having any knowledge of what else to do, I think I'm just going to render this out. So I'm just going to go over here and find the layer and then go rasterize. Wait, nope, that was wrong. I'm going to go render. Render, my bad. They both start with R. I mean, they're like the same word, totally. And then we're going to rasterize it. Yay, look at the beauty. Now we're going to zoom in to look at the beauty. Beautiful pixels. And out again. It's so 80s. I love it. I love it. Okay, now we're going to do exactly the same, but with the other one, because I really want to see what that one looks like. No, stop grabbing my background. There we go. Okay, and then the same 3D, new mesh from layer, depth maps to planes. Gotta add a TH there. Okay. Depth maps. Oh, that got weird. That got really weird with the extra stroke in there. Okay, well, yeah. Sure. You know, we'll do it anyway. We'll do it like, I mean, that really takes away from the readability or the legibility of that. Like a lot. Okay, so we'll do it right there. I need unlit texture on. So where is my properties? Properties, and then unlit texture, please. Oh, see, that was so much quicker than last time. My computer's finally decided to be nice to me. Oh, see, that looks cool. But again, you can't read it. That is rather unfortunate. Ooh. I like how you can kind of see the stroke in there only if you get it on a perfect angle. But honestly, that's not really going to work for me. Cool shapes though, right? Look at that. That is cool. Okay, now where do I want it to go? Maybe right there. Wow, legibility gone. Okay, well, let's bring it up to the FOV up to, and I clicked on current view to get that. Let's bring it up to 100 like we did with the other one. That's actually really cool. Okay, and then I'm going to click on environment and then click on the layer, the thingy. And I'm gonna, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Am I going to leave that? Do I like that? I don't know if I want to bring it up or down because it's actually pretty good where it is. Maybe I'll actually make it a bit bigger again. So let's go back into current view, make it 110. Yes. And then click it again. And maybe move it out this way. Is that even a little legible? I don't think it is. I think it's gone with legibility. Okay, environment. And click it again. And see if... Ew. Oh, hey, that's cool. Look at that. Nope. No. No. Yes. I think that's somewhat legible. legible. How about... maybe I should have just stuck with what I had, because I'm lost now. Yeah, okay, we'll go with, oh boy, we'll go with, like, right there. I feel like that's the midpoint of legibility and ridiculousness. Okay, so when that is done, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to hit render, not rasterize. And then once that's rendered, then I will go rasterize. Yay. Okay, now I don't like those. There are edges to this 3D shape that I did not want to have there. And now I'm annoyed, but maybe when we do some more stuff, you won't notice them at all. So let's compare the two. Oh, wow. It's actually an enormous difference between the two. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Now this one probably should be bigger, because it looks a lot better when it's bigger. Fortunately, I'm not gonna do too much with it. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger, top and bottom, because I don't want to lose too much information there. So I think that one's actually still moderately legible and doesn't have the weird gray thing. Oh no, it does. Of course it does. Because it must. Okay, well, whatever. Let's get that. Let's get our guides on. And now these are guides I placed well before I did this. They just have them with my poster template. I've got my middle guides for my vertical and my horizontal, as well as all my margin guides, which I'm not really going to use in this poster design, but I would if I had more text. I mean, I do use them for the bottom text. But that's pretty much it for this one. Okay, so which one do we like more? I kind of like this one more now. But it depends. Whichever one I've been looking at for longer, that's the one I will either like more or hate more. I don't know. Okay, so I think I like that. Now, I want to keep this poster pretty simple. So I'm just going to give it a color top thing. That made sense. So let's try maybe like a nice... Yeah, blue, pink, blue. Let's go blue. We need a new layer here, and we'll bring that above, and then edit, fill, contents, foreground color, so it's gonna fill that whole screen with the blue. And then I wanna see what I can get with that. See, that's kind of cool. Linear burn. I don't like the green there. That's not so great. What else have we got? Darker color, lighten. It's going very neon. That is very, very neon. Okay, lighter color looks awful. Overlay is actually interesting over here. That's actually really cool. Well, I actually prefer that with the blue overlay. But let's see what else we can do. Soft light, vivid light. Wow, we got very chromy. Let's see. That one's terrible. Don't ever do that one. The rest are also terrible. And hue, saturation, color, luminosity. Most of those are awful. Okay, so what was the one we liked? Was it linear burn? Multiply. That seems it doesn't have the green, the horrible greenness there. But actually, maybe I should I make that dark, I wonder? Yeah, I think I'm going to actually make that the background a lot darker here. So we'll just go adjustments, hue, saturation, and then bring it down to an almost completely black. Actually, we should probably take whatever color this is. We'll do an eyedropper sample of that, and then we'll go edit, fill the foreground color with that color. That's cool, because that blends actually quite nicely with that. And then we'll reapply the blue. And then maybe we'll try linear burn again, but I don't like that greeniness. And I wonder if it's just, it's just peeking in from behind there. Let's see. Maybe we will try to take away some of the colors, the beautiful colors that I have. Whoa, okay. Yeah. Stuff is happening. I should animate this if I knew how to do that. I maybe would, but I don't. It got crazy. Wow, okay. What do I do with this? I don't know. Let's go 0 and then maybe just drop the saturation, see if that fixes anything. And it did not. So 0 that. Lightness. No. Okay. Well, never mind that. There's probably a way we can get rid of the green afterwards, but we may have to flatten that image. So we could maybe play around with the opacity here. No, so it's the yellow color that is showing through and being very problematic here. So in order to get rid of that yellow, yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a bit more work here. Okay, so first I'm gonna decide if I actually like how this looks as is, and I don't really. I think I want it on a different angle because I kind of want it to take up a bit more space. And let's check with the other one. That is not taking up a lot of space either. But if I make it a bit bigger, then it's not as bad. Okay, well, I do prefer that. I think that probably looks a little bit better than this. This is not super great, although I can make it bigger. And again, not terrible. This is actually looking a little blurry though, although I think that's just how it is. It's not bad. Let's compare, and then let's maybe do another one. Ha, that looks funny. Okay, well, which one did we use? It wasn't that one. I think we'll use this one, and I'm going to duplicate that one again. Bring it up here and rasterize it, make it enormous, or more enormous, slightly bigger. Pull back from that, and then I'm actually going to see what it looks like with this blue layer on top of it as I do the 3D. So 3D, a new mesh from layer, depth map. Oh my God. Is map a word that has a TH at the end? No, it doesn't. It is not depth map. But now it is, I guess. Anyway, it's going to do its depth map thing. I said it right. Okay, cool. And then we're going to see how this looks. So I need to go back into Window and 3D Window and Properties and Unlit Texture and see what happens from that. Okay, we got something cool going on here. Maybe we'll go like that, and then we'll bring the current view up to, what was maybe 110? Cool. Okay, that is looking a lot better already. Can you even read that though? Like at all? Is that just arbitrary shapes? It's more abstract now, I think. But it looks cool, right? Yeah, it looks cool. Well, I'm all for it looking cooler. Wow, okay. That's also very cool. Let's do where it's more on the side. We do bottom up, top down. Just right on the side, like that, maybe. Maybe. Okay, I don't hate that, so let's rasterize after we render. Yes, render first. And then rasterize, and then we're going to compare that with the other two we have. Okay, so I think I like this one better so far. Yes, although it is still hard to actually read that out unless you already know what it's saying. It kind of looks like 2D, 2-1. I mean, that works too. I will have, obviously, in the text down here, I will have the poster name. So it's okay if it's a little more abstract. But I'm actually just going to, I'm going to make this, the text at the bottom legible and not dark. So I've got all the text in one folder here. So I'm going to double click on that folder and then go color overlay and select white. So you can actually read it. Although maybe we'll go with blue because I like my blue. Although that's not very readable. So white it is. Yeah. Okay. And then we could be done if I was super happy with that. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't have too many of the green. There's a few of them. We can fix that. So that's not bad. But I'm still curious to see what another one would look like. Yeah, I kind of like that. But I want to try out this one again. So I'm going to Control J, duplicate, and then bring that up, make it enormous, and then rasterize it. And then I'm going to actually just use the 3D palette here. So I'm going to go mesh from depth map, and plane is selected, and go create. And then I wait, and I wait, and I wait, not for too long. And then presets. Let's go make it unlit texture and see what we've got with that. I was hoping it would be a little more legible than that, but let's make it big. 110, and then go back into environment. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, click on it, click on it, click on, hey, there we go. Okay, that actually might be too big. Is it possible I made this too big? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, maybe 190. Okay, we'll go with 90 for now. And then back into environment. Why do I keep getting the ball thing? Stop it, ball. I don't want you. Okay, we can have it on like an angle here. Maybe like that. Oh, hey, that's not bad. Okay, that's cool. And that actually should be bigger. So I'm going to make that bigger. Let's go current view, 100. Okay, and then we're going to click on this. And then from there, I will move it around. Because that is actually completely legible, right? So hopefully someone is agreeing with me. Because I already know what it says. So legibility is, I'm a little biased for the legibility at this point. Okay, and can we move that out? Yes, if my computer were letting me. Computer, why are you so slow? Is it because you're in Photoshop and Designer and recording all of it? Yes, that is why you're so slow. Okay. How about, okay, that's where I had it, isn't it? Okay, yes. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go, as soon as my computer lets me, we're going to render this. Blah, blah, blah. And we're going to rasterize that. Blah, blah, blah. Beautiful. And then close those two again because I really don't want to do that again. I've done this 4 times now. So we've got, we'll start from the top. This one, which is decent. And then that one, which I really don't like the green little artifact things going on there. This one, which is very enormous looking. It's kind of cool. And then we got that one, which honestly might be the best one that we have done so far. Well then, I'm good with that. I like that it looks a bit sharp, like it's got some cool sharp edges going on. It is, I guess, an abstract poster, but not quite as abstract as maybe, well, I mean, they all kind of read as 2021, but this one is probably the hardest to read, and this one actually might be the easiest. So that's good. That's a good thing. I'm going to make it a little bigger, though, just so it fills up more space, like that. Cool. All right, so yeah, I like that. Now, because I like that, I'm going to duplicate it. So Control J or whatever it is on Mac. I don't know, maybe Command J. Probably. It's usually Command. And then I'm going to full screen. And what am I going to do next? Well, first, I think maybe I'll move the text to the side. Should I move the text to the side? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So I'll put my guides back on. Actually, maybe I should write them before I duplicate or before I turn. Okay, so we're going to call this 2021. What shall I call you, poster? Maybe we just do 2021. A poster. Oh, it's so simple and elegant. It also looks incomplete, but 2021. A poster. I like that. February 2021. Yeah. Do we need something there? Not really. No, we really don't. Does that work? It's very simple. I can change that later. But for now, I'm going to bring that up because I don't want it at the bottom. It's just, it seems like this is all very overpowering. Like the visuals are very kind of in your face. And then at the bottom, it seems a little like they're interfering. So I want to bring them away. And I'm going to rotate. Rotate's the word. I'm going to rotate the whole thing. And why do I have so many guides at the bottom? Oh, that's guide overkill. Okay, too many guides, people. Okay, so bring it to there. And how does that look? That kind of works. So let's bring this over here a bit more. Actually, it's probably fine where it is because you can read everything. And And then we can actually change the text color to blue. Blue. Although maybe it shouldn't be blue. Should it stay as white? It definitely reads easier when it's white. We could do like a yellow, but then that looks not so hot. And red doesn't work either. So maybe we keep it as the blue or white, or maybe like a light grayish color. That's not bad. Then it's at least readable, but it's not too ridiculous. Although maybe I should move each little bit of information a bit closer together, because now I'm not following the same grid that I have at the bottom here. So let's what I'm gonna have to do new guides, aren't I? Or we could just shimmy it down a little bit. Nope. Shimmy. Shimmy. Okay, it's just a little bit closer together. Although, maybe we should check and see if they have about the same amount of space. Just so visually they look very similar. And they do, so it's not too bad. Okay, so that could do for now. Now, I actually really want to fix this green because I hate it and it's driving me insane. So let's bring up this. That's my favorite layer and my blue layer. That's not bad either. And then I'm going to take those two and duplicate them. And then I'm going to merge them together. Oh no. We need this one as well. We need our background. Yes, we do. So all three of those merge together. Yes, okay, so that's good. So that totally worked. And now we should be able to just remove the green. I'm gonna go filter, camera raw filter. And eventually it will open up. And I'm gonna go into my, what is this? HSL adjustments. And I'm gonna adjust until there's no more green. Hopefully that doesn't also remove the blue. I don't want any yellow. I don't want any oranges. I don't have a lot of aquas in there. Obviously I want to keep my blues, so we're not going to adjust that one. I don't know I have some purple in there. Well, we're not going to adjust that. And I don't think I have any reds, but we're going to bring them down. And then press OK. And that didn't completely get rid of them, but it did dramatically help. So now we don't have the weird little greeny things in here. And that I'm actually okay with because it's not as awful as it was before. Cool. Now from here, what we can actually do, because we have one flattened thing, so I'm going to duplicate that. We can actually go in and adjust the entire thing and just make any kind of changes you want from here. So I can make it a lighter blue or a yellow or a purpley. Whoa, that got crazy. I'm going to stick with the blue because I am happy with that blue. Okay, and then I kind of want to add some noise to this because I love noise. A little bit of noise. That's too much. That's too much. Okay, so let's go to just a smidgen of noise. Like a smidgen. 2.5 is a smidgen. Did that add anything? It added enough, I think. Okay. Are we done? We might be done. This is kind of a cool poster, actually. Now, from here, I guess you mean we can be done. We can adjust. We can go back in and adjust colors. We can make that bluey. Yeah, I'm liking the blue. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're done. Any additional changes you want to make if you're following along is, again, you can adjust the colors. You can go back and look at the other designs you've got here and redo, your 3D effects and whatnot. Try them on different angles. Really just keep trying until you get something that you really like, because otherwise it's never going to work. You just got to keep trying until you find something awesome, or until you meet a deadline and then you're just going to have to pick whatever's best. But fortunately, this is a creative project and I have no deadline. So it's happy all the way. Yay. Okay. So if, last thing you could do is you could add maybe a gradient. You could actually give the entire thing a gradient overlay. You could double click the layer. Then you could go down to gradient overlay and decide if you want some sort of fancy gradient in there. Maybe just multiply. There's so many different things you could do. You can get some really cool effects in here. You can make it a bit more retro. You could get weird magenta lines that just randomly run through the poster. I mean, why not? That's always fun. I was not expecting that, but that is also interesting. I don't hate it, but it's weird, admittedly. Okay, so how about I just call it done and stop playing with all the different effects? Yeah, there's an idea. Okay, but by all means, go and play with it yourself. It's there's a lot you can do with this, and just have fun with it. Experiment with the colors. If there's little bits in here that you want to fix, by all means, go and fix it. I'm keeping it very organic for now, so I'm not really going to go in and fix things. Obviously, there's little edges that are kind of weird, but that's just sort of how they happen when you do the 3D. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep it at that. All right, I think we are done. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you were able to follow along with Affinity Designer as well as Photoshop. If not, maybe I will do an isometric tutorial in Illustrator as well, so you could use Illustrator and Photoshop with this, because I think a lot of designers probably pick one or the other, which makes sense because it can get expensive. It really can. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. And let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see in the comments for tutorials, or for Let's Designs, or for speed designs, or for eventually when I do actually put myself on camera. Eventually, I don't know when that will be, but one day it will happen. One day. Anyway, thanks so much. See you guys soon. Bye.